when I was little, bro, I was so shitty on the chupacabra. Yeah. Uh-huh. Like, I'm talking about if my mom was like, hey, like, you better clean your room or the chupacabra is going to get you. Motherfucker, the whole house was clean and the neighbor's house was clean.
Welcome back, guys, to another show of Ruminate. Speaking today on some spooky stuff. Getting ready for the Halloween.
And that cut you got spooky.
Fuck you. You didn't invite me.
You don't go?
Because you didn't invite me.
Because you don't have money.
You're just going to put me on blast like that. Okay. Whatever.
Remember last time we were here? Who was it? Was it you, Tomas, or was it you that heard something in the bathroom?
That was definitely not me.
The fuck? It was in the fucking room.
Oh, yeah, in his room? Yeah, that's just... Yeah, I remember.
What are the odds, bro? It's around Halloween time, hearing some spooky shit.
That's pretty scary.
I mean, was that you?
Yeah, that was me. I remember that.
What happened?
So, basically... Beto just tells me to go get something from him, like he tells everybody here.
Yeah.
And I go, and bro, I swear to God, he has this fucking like teddy bear.
The sloth?
Yeah, the sloth.
Yeah.
And like by it, I just hear like some scruffles. Like, so I was like, I'm out.
Humberto got rats. He has big ass rats in his room.
That was basically it.
Yeah. I thought it was.
It was scary, you know, being
you
there.
You didn't see the rat. That's why.
Even if I saw it, that's kind of scary.
Not bad. Yeah. Have you ever had anything paranormal happen to you, or like that you think
was paranormal? I don't know. Honestly, I think. Nah, nothing crazy.
Really?
Nothing crazy. Like,
what
you know, when you're alone,
crazy?
you know, like, I feel like when you hear something paranormal, it's like, I was in my house and like, this chair started like, shifting to the side. I think that's something crazy. For me, it's just like, I'm in a dark room where it's like nobody else or like no movement that's supposed to be there, and I hear like a bit of movement. You know, nothing crazy, but like in my mind, I'm like, that's not supposed to be there. You know. But
it could maybe be just like your head playing tricks on you type shit.
I could, because that shit usually happens when I watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You can't even watch scary movies.
I can. I just,
no, you
I decide not to.
Weenie.
Let's talk about that scary movie we watched, actually.
Which one? A Haunted House?
Wasn't scary.
Fuck that movie. Dude, I don't know how we watched that with your sister.
Yeah, that's crazy. I honestly forgot how bad that first one was. I thought the second one was the worst one.
He was going crazy with the teddy bear. I thought it was only the Annabelle scene, but...
No, bro. When he walks into that gangbang, that Mandingo party,
your sister was
I
like,
looked
whoa!
back, and my sister's like... That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's not okay, bro. That's not okay. She's like 5, bro.
But anyway, have you experienced any like paranormal shit?
I feel like I have. Either I have or I'm schizophrenic.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
That could always be an option.
Yeah, one or the other. Let's see. What's the most? The one that I'm like, damn, like I'm for sure that was like some weird ass shit. Was I was home alone. This was in Michigan. Probably like 2013, 2014. So I was still young. I was home alone and I was like about to hop in the shower. I was like, walking towards the shower. You gotta pass like a hallway. So it's kitchen, hallway, bathroom.
Okay.
So they're stacked, You have to go through one to get to the other.
Yeah.
But it's all like a clear view. So I go into the bathroom. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot my towel. My towel was hung up in the kitchen, or not the kitchen, like the dining table, whatever. And I just walk, I open the door, go in the bathroom, and as soon as I turn around, I see, like, the fucking, those, like, curtains, the white ones that twist?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like someone stuck their hand in there and then just, like, rattled them all.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So like I'm turning around and I see all that shit and I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like I got scared, like my heart dropped.
And like the windows are closed.
Yeah, and I was like, oh fuck. I'm like, nah, it has to be the windows or something. So then I go, all the fucking windows are cracked or fucking closed.
You went? Oh my, that's some white people shit. But you
what the fuck else was I supposed to do?
Run to your room.
No,
investigate. Let me go investigate this.
My room was past there.
I just run.
No,
that's like the worst mistake you can do. Like if you've seen any scary movie, you know investigating.
Okay, well, you dying. I have to walk that way either way. So I'm like, maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm chillaxing. It was just the wind, but they're all closed. And I started to sweat, and then I ran outside. I didn't run to my room. I ran outside. I ran outside.
The killer's just waiting for you.
No, I deadass ran outside, and I called my dad. I'm like, hey, bro, fuck this shit. Some weird shit just happened. Like, you gotta come home.
Yeah.
And, bro, it was, like, in the middle of the summer. And in Michigan, there's, like, hella mosquitoes. Bad mosquitoes. And, dude, I got eaten up because I just had my towel on. I ran outside. And I just sat down outside.
What if, like, mosquitoes got in your house and they're just flying through the curtain trying to get out?
A mosquito's gonna move the fucking curtain.
You don't fucking know. No, but, like, talking about, like, that, I guess...
Well, I got another one. Okay. In that same house.
Okay.
In that same house, like, there's been a bunch of weird shit that's happened to, like, everyone that lived there. Once my dad, he said that, like, he felt someone, like, tugging on his fucking blankets and shit. And I fucking hated this because I would sleep with my dad in the basement, and he'd go to work at, like, 4 a.m. And each time, he'd make sure to wake me up, and he'd be like, hey, don't be scared with the old lady that's down here, right? I'm like, bro, fuck. I was like, why are you gonna wake me up just to tell me that? Now I can't sleep. But, all right, this one time downstairs.
That's where your schizophrenia started,
bro. This one time downstairs, it was like 2-3 in the morning, and this was like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. No, I think it was Black Ops 2 era. And me and my cousin were down there playing. I was just watching TV, you know, playing. I'm trying to get my guns gold, whatever. And I'm like talking to my cousin. We're just talking back and forth because I'm not playing with no friends, just playing. And I'm talking to him, and this motherfucker goes quiet. All right, whatever. Like, I'm focused on the game. He's just, like, not talking to me.
Yeah.
And then, like, out of nowhere, he's like... I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's like, nah, bro. He's like, I felt like someone was just, like stepping on me. Like, a heavy-ass, like, something got on top of me, and I couldn't breathe or talk or nothing. I was like... Yeah, bro, definitely. Like, I didn't believe him. I was like, yeah, bro. And then he was like in the corner laying down when that shit happened. He just like got up and moved to the other side of the room. But that shit was weird.
I would have left.
Yeah, like what I said, what my dad said about the blankets, and then this other time, this was in like 2016. I was sleeping in the living room, and I just had like a little foam mattress, and I would just roll it up whenever I'd wake up, whatever. But since all of that shit would happen, I like stopped sleeping in the basement. So I came up to the living room. And I would sleep in the living room, and because of that same reason, I would stay up like all night, and I wouldn't go to sleep until the fucking sun was up. Yeah. But this one night, I was like fucking tired, and it was like 4-ish probably. I was like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm gonna go to sleep. I like turn off all the lights, turn off the game. I lay down, and I'm like just laying down on my side, staring at the fucking at the kitchen table, and the fucking chair. It just goes.
See, that's what I mean.
Like that.
That's what I mean.
And I was like, no fucking way. I was like, nah, I'm just tripping. Like I'm
How
just
old
tripping.
Were you?
I was 15.
Fuck. Dude.
Yeah, I was like 15, 16. I was like, there's no fucking way. I just thought, like, I didn't believe it. I was like in denial. I'm like, dude. I turned around and I like covered myself completely until I fucking passed out. And then at like 5:30 in the morning, I woke up and I was like drenched in sweat. Like I go like this and fucking sweat would just run off. Yeah, that shit was weird.
On that like topic, it wasn't paranormal, but it was fucking scary.
Yeah.
So like I guess I got one. So like a little context, the apartments where I used to live like back then, they built like the whole light rail through Colorado. Like the stop was like right in front of my house, the Lamar station. So my parents, they like worked. My dad was like a manager for this like snow plowing company. So he'd leave in the night to go snowplow. Like he'd take my mom. They'd all leave. I was just chilling at home, and I remember like I heard like tapping on my mom's room, and like it's like her room, the bathroom, a hallway, and then my room. And I heard that shit. I was like, it's probably like they're knocking on like the next door neighbors, or whatever. And I hear that tapping. I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't know why I'm talking shit about you, but I guess I went to go investigate, you know?
Fuck you.
I went because I was like, maybe it's my mom, and they're like, they forgot the keys. I was like, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
And I go, and there's nobody. I'm like, fuck. Maybe they went around. I was like, okay, it's whatever. Like, I didn't think too much of it. So I go back to bed, and then I hear like tapping on the sala. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. And then I'm remembering, bro, like, it could be a random stranger. It could be someone I don't fucking know. So I like stayed in my bed.
How old are you?
Just chilling. 12. I was pretty young, yeah. So I was like, I'm just chilling in my bed, and it just keeps on going for a while. So I go check. There's just this homeless guy looking at me, bro, through the window. He's just like this.
He's like, let me in.
No, bro, and I'm shitted because they built that light rail. And in like 6 months, keep in mind this was like a nice, relatively nice neighborhood. You don't hear any crime. In like 6 months, there was like 4 stabbings in that light rail.
Yeah.
So I see the homeless guy. I'm like, oh, I'm dead. Like, I'm gonna die. Like, I just run back to bed. And yeah, I feel like that's the most paranormal shit I've seen, you know, because But yeah.
Did you hear that? I gotta tell a story about what happened at Cookie.
What?
At Brian's house. You know about this?
I don't think I know.
He told us that one night it was just him and Brian, and someone knocked on the door. Well, this is all he said. Someone knocked on the door, and it was like some lady. She was like screaming. She was like, help, help. But like, she was like covered.
Why am I laughing?
Supposedly, allegedly, she was like covered in blood or some shit. That's what he said. And that she was like screaming for help. He just slammed the door.
He just went back to bed?
No, he slammed it and he called his mom to go pick him up.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Now, their house is haunted for real.
Brian's or Cookie's?
Brian's.
Really?
They've never heard none of the stories? Yeah. Not my story to tell, but
yeah, that's
they got
crazy.
some crazy shit. I
would have done the same. Fuck that. I'm not dealing with this, bro. Yeah. Fuck that.
I don't know. Well, would you say you believe in it?
In paranormal shit?
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah. I mean, I'm not like, 100% it exists. It's true, but I'm not ever a 100% disbeliever of almost anything. You know, like.
Yeah.
I like to keep my mind open to things.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like, I've heard stories, you know, like, I've heard stories of people, like, my parents, like, they're not, like, 100% believers, but they tell me, like, I've seen some funky shit, you know, like, I've seen some shit go down, and, like, I'll give you my dad's example, because my mom's is fucking out of pocket, and it's just crazy, like, I don't believe it, but, like, she says it happens, she swears on everything, but my dad's is, there's this, like, in Guatemala, they take these things called tuk-tuks, whatever.
What's that?
It's like a little type of car, like. How do I explain it? Like
automobile.
Kind of. It's like a little smaller, but like it takes people from back. Whatever. He was waiting for one. This was like late at night, so he's just chilling, and he's like by a bridge, and he sees like this figure, which looks like a woman with the white dress. And he says that as soon as he sees it, he like couldn't move, that he felt paralyzed.
Damn.
I'm like, you're fucking capping, but whatever. He's looking at this figure, and he says that he feels like everything's tense, everything's like, and like every like time it's getting closer, but like it's not walking, it's just getting closer, you know.
Yeah. So
he's looking at it, he's panicking, he says he's sweating, and that he just hears like, and there's the guy in the tuk-tuk, like calling, like, are you gonna get on or what? And he said he snapped back, and he just went back, bro, and he like got in and he left, and he says that shit was like the scariest thing he's seen. And like he was like, he grew up around gang violence and like deaths and shit, but like imagine seeing that shit. What I like feel that scares me the most in life isn't like dying. Well, yeah, that's scary. Like, isn't dying from like a fist fight or like, cause like you have some sort of control over how that results depending on the situation. Like you could fight back, but like how the fuck do you fight back a demon?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you fight back a ghost? Like, that's what scares me, like, the most about paranormal shit. But then, oh, you were saying?
No, go
Okay.
ahead.
Then my mom, hers is crazy. So, there's this thing.
So you are going to tell it?
Yeah, I am going to tell it. But, like, I think it's crazy as fuck. There's this thing called the Asiguanaba in Guatemala. And it's basically this... From the stories, like, you see this woman, and all you see her is her back. And she looks like thick, curvy, like, you know, like, men are attracted. Men are attracted to her and whatever. But you always see her when you're alone at night. Mm-hmm. And then, like, you, like, try to holler at her, whatever, and she turns around, and it's fucking weird, but she has the horse of a face. Mm-hmm. She has the face of a horse. Yeah, and, like, sometimes it's just, like, the skull of the horse, you know?
Yeah.
And it, like, paralyzes you, you know, she kills you. But my mom said that...
Wait, hold on. Your mom was trying to holler at
No. The story was that...
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she was in elementary or in middle school. She was in school. And supposedly that day she didn't go to school. But there was reports that the kid got locked into a room. Mm-hmm. And when the firefighters went to, like, open it and, like, bust the door down, they were all, like, passed out with horse shit in their faces. Like, that's weird.
What the fuck?
And, like, they, like, were all saying, there was this lady who had the face of a horse. And we were so scared, we were screaming, like, we just ended up passing out from being scared. Damn. And that they woke up with fucking shit in their faces, bro. Horse shit. Which, bro, like, tell me, like, that sounds, like...
That just sounds like a prank, bro. Like, that doesn't even sound like a demon, bro. Like, she's just out there pranking people.
But, like, she swears it happened.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, my mom isn't, like, a liar, you know? Yeah. Like, I don't want to say she's a liar, but it sounds a little extreme. So I'm, like, a little divided on that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm never, like, close-minded to things. Yeah. I want to think about it and, like, be like, what's the reality of it? But
I feel. I mean, even I've had some, like, things happen to me or seen some shit, whatever. Mm-hmm. Even then, like, like, I don't fully believe it, you know? I'm like, maybe I'm just tripping. But I feel like there also is a chance, you know? Because, like, so my grandma's house, because my whole family used to live in Michigan. Mm-hmm. My grandma's house, supposedly everyone has seen or felt something there. Like, I'm talking about cousins, aunties, uncles, my mom, my dad. No, not my dad. My mom, my sister. I've never, like, had anything happen there, but I've had, like, if I were to walk into that house right now, like, I'd get goosebumps, like, everywhere. And my mom has, like, I don't know if she's for real, I don't know. But she said, like, some shit has happened to her.
That's crazy. We're saying?
So like I was saying, my mom, so this is, like I said earlier, how my cousins, my uncles, aunties, whatever, at this specific house, at my grandma's house, this happened to my mom. Two things. Once, she was laying down in the living room because my dad had bought the house from my grandma. Mm-hmm. So we were all sleeping in the living room while they reconstructed the rooms, whatever. We were all laying down, and my mom, she went to sleep. She had her hair loose, obviously, and she felt that someone came and just yanked the shit out of her hair. And when she like obviously woke up and she looked around, she's like, what the fuck, you know? And she thought it was her, like, stepdad, because he was, like, really, like, playful, like, in that kind of way, you know? And in the morning, she was like, what the fuck? Like, why'd you pull my hair that hard, you know? He was like, what are you talking about? Like, he had no idea, you know? But that was, like, some mid, you know?
Yeah.
So this one night, like I said earlier, my dad is a welder. He goes to work very early. One night, usual routine, he goes to work, and when I was little, I was like between 5 to 7. I would wake up in the middle of the night and go downstairs into my mom's room and just, like, go sleep with her.
Yeah.
I guess one night when my dad went to work, my mom was still sleeping, laying down. She felt something laying next to her, like something small. So she was like, oh, you know, I just came down to lay with him again, you know. She didn't think anything of it. She was just chilling, and out of nowhere, she felt like hair, like straight hair, like a girl's hair, you know, like go across her face, and then she was like, she opened her eyes. She was like, "What the fuck?"
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "What the fuck was that?" Because when I was like a little baby, when I was smaller, I had a really, really curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, "I just felt straight hair.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?" And when she opens her eyes, she sees like you know how like this. She sees like this, just and shoot like out from her legs.
Like leave. Like
yeah, just
leave.
like leave.
Okay.
Like that's all she saw.
Fuck.
And she was like, "Oh fuck." I think she just ran upstairs.
Oh
yeah.
no.
I think after that point, cause like up to that point, a lot of shit has happened. Like I said to my cousins, all that. She told my dad again. He never believed any of that. But then she had some lady come bless the house. Mm-hmm. So she came. She did her prayers. She put holy water, and after that, nothing happened. Yeah.
Do you think it might be related to something else? Cause like,
what? Maybe. Well, as far as like, you know how like in scary movies they always have like these houses have history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, so like this was an old house. As like a little kid, I would always have these reoccurring dreams. Mm-hmm. Like it was just my POV of standing in the middle of the street. Mm-hmm. And like in the same time, that's all I saw. But in my dream, I would also see like this girl, like this blonde lady, and she was like small, skinny, and she had like 2 kids. Mm-hmm. And one day, I guess she was just like what I remember from my dream, she just put her kids to take a bath, you know, and she left the water on hot. Mm-hmm. And then she leaves them in there playing whatever, and she goes outside to smoke a cigarette, and then she just starts crying, while like the house behind her just sets up in flames. Like I had that dream like 3 times in my life. Mm-hmm. Like even after I moved out, after like even like probably the last time I had it was like 4 years ago. Yeah. So when I was like 17. That's you know? Crazy. And but what I also remember was when I was little, we were cleaning out the attic. Mm-hmm. And when they pulled up the floorboards in the attic, there was like really old newspaper, but it was like burnt newspaper. Oh shit. Yeah. Like I remember that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like there's no way I have this like dream imprinted in my fucking mind. Mm-hmm. And then that shit also.
Yeah. Like, no, yeah, definitely. I feel like there has to be something related to it, you know?
Bro, people are gonna watch this shit and be like, this motherfucker is cabbage, bro. Like, that did not happen. Like real life, bro. I'll still go back to the house and like I said, I get goosebumps. Yeah. Like, as anybody in my family, like they've seen some shit there.
No, yeah, definitely. Cause like with my family, I think I might have worded this wrong before, but so my grandma married my grandpa, you know, obviously, and. Mm-hmm. It was actually his family who were like into witchery and whatever, and my grandma had some sort of beef with them. Damn. So you know that witch beef. Yeah, that's never something good. Like from what you hear. So basically, what she says, which could have happened regardless, like you never know, but she got pregnant with twins. You know, everybody's all happy, like okay, we got twins coming, and they just died like as soon as they were born, like both of them. And my grandma is like, you know, something. She was like, something was up. Somebody did this, you know, like that ancient belief. But it's just, you know, everybody has like these thoughts and shit. Like it's kind of crazy to believe.
Well, I got an auntie, and she's like, witch. Like she's like a really heavy believer, but like in a good way, you know. So like. If anything's going on, she'll go make her prayers, bless your house, whatever, or like, you know that what is it, like limpieza with a huevo. Yeah, like she'll do a little thing, comes out black, all that, like that kind of shit, you know. Yeah. And the notorious thing in our family is that she'll always like predict the pregnancy through her dreams. Oh, for real. Or like she'll have a feeling, and she'll alert the person. And like one day I talked to her about this. I'm like, yo, what's up with all that? You know what I'm saying?
When am I gonna get a kid?
No. She told me, she's like, so as a person, you have a like, your sixth sense is like your responsibility. So like, like me, I would have like a sixth sense, and it's my responsibility to find out who it's about, and like to warn them basically, because she told me who her person was, and all that shit, and she told me one day like I felt like horrible, this and that, and like I knew who my person is, so she called that person, and he said that he had just almost like fucking set his house on fire.
Like he almost did.
Like he actually almost set his house, and like she had that sixth sense and called him right away. So I'm like, damn, like that's kind of weird, you know?
What if you already missed your person?
That's what I'm thinking. Like ever since she told me, I'm like, damn, like who the fuck is my person? Like, what if they die? I'm just over here chilling. But she'll like I said, she's notorious for like finding out pregnancies. So she'll have a dream. She's like.
But like, is it of that person or it's just somebody's pregnant?
So okay, so like example, if I had a dream that someone was pregnant, if they were in my dream, it wouldn't be them. It would be someone like really closely related. Okay. So if I had a dream you were pregnant, I'd be like Humberto. Okay. Or Tomas is pregnant. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that type of shit.
That's crazy.
But like let me tell you something. I'm built different, alright? Okay. I'm built different, alright? I think it's been like 4 or 5 times where she's like, I know it's you.
It's everybody around you.
No, I know. She's like, I had it about your mom or about your sister. Oh, so I'm like, she's like, I know it's you. I'm like, fuck no. There's been like
fuck them kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids. There's been like 4 times where I've dodged that shit. Where she says it and I'm like, nah, and it doesn't happen. So
can't be me.
There's like some tomfoolery going around or something, but I don't know. Because a lot of the shit that she does say is like, damn, what
it happens.
Fuck?
Yeah, it's all rooted, I think, to like your past too, bro. Like I don't know if you've heard of this, but like this is going on to other shit. I've heard of like the uncanny valley, something like that. So basically, it's like us humans can recognize when something isn't human, but it pretends to be. And like what people relate it to is like you can have a horse and raise it his whole life without ever seeing a snake, right? But it grows up, and if it ever sees like a manguera, a hose, it gets scared of it because instinctively it knows, oh, this looks dangerous, and I'm scared of it. Yeah, it's the same thing with us humans, supposedly. So basically, like when we see something that might portray as human, we get scared of it because we know it isn't. But we've never seen something like that, so it makes you think like, was there ever something out there in life that ever like scared us shitless to believe that and just constantly go through our lives? Because like I feel like you would know if something pulls up to you and is acting out of like proportion, acting out of character, and you're like, this person isn't real and it's trying to like get by me, you know. And that's I feel like that's crazy, you know. Those type of things are fucking scary.
Bro, you want to hear some scary ass shit? Bro, I'm about to expose myself right now. But when I was younger, at that same house, so like my dad still has his house where all that shit happens. My grandma had it for I don't know how long, and my dad still has it. He rents it out.
Let me just say, you guys are persistent as fuck. I would have left, bro.
No, for real.
Holy shit.
Nah, like, well, my mom would tell him, like, sell this fucking house. Like, let's get out of here. But nothing ever happened to him, so he didn't give a fuck. Him or my grandma. 2 owners of the house. Nothing ever happened to him. Oh. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody else, though?
Yeah. Okay. So, fuck, what was I saying? Oh, yes. So, in between renters, usually you have to fucking fix it up because people are gross, whatever. Right. And there's one, like, nah, don't get scared, alright?
Okay.
Don't get scared.
Okay.
Alright. So, this one day we went out to eat. It was just me and my dad. We went out to eat, and I was like, fuck. On the way back home, like, damn, bro, like, I ain't gonna make it home. Like, I gotta take a fat shit. Like, I was fighting demons. Like, bad. I was like, fuck, like, there's no way I'm gonna make it home. Let's just stop at the house. So we get there, I'm like, alright, let's go inside. He's like, hell no, I'm gonna just wait outside. Like, I don't gotta get down. You just go take a shit and then come back. Bro, I'm like, fuck, alright. I walk in, goosebumps right away.
Yeah.
I'm like, I fucking hate this house. I'm like, I fucking hate it. So I'm just like looking around. you know, just watching my back because you just feel like someone's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Goosebumps, you know. I sit down on the toilet, and in that bathroom, the tub, it's like basically floating.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like probably like this much space in between the floor and the tub. Mm. So like a little kid could hide under there.
Yeah.
You know? So, and then on top of that, to the left of the toilet, there's a vent for like the heating and cooling. And if you take that out, you can stick your hand and like reach to the room that it's next to.
Yeah.
So I'm already paranoid. Like I'm just fucking watching it.
You know? Yeah.
I'm taking a shit, you know, wipe my ass. And like wash my hands. I flush it. And that shit wouldn't flush, bro. Like it wouldn't flush. I was like, fuck. And I like tried it 3 more times. And then like, I started feeling like paranoid bad. Mm-hmm. And I kept doing it. And I just fucking slammed the toilet and I just run out. And I just fucking left. Right? Mm-hmm. And then like a week goes by. I'm already back here. Uh-huh. And my dad, he called me. He's like, "Damn, bro, like I think something fucking died in the house."
It was your shit.
Bro, it never flushed. It never fucking flushed, bro. So that shit was just in there brewing for like a week. And he was like, "Bro, I think something died." I was like, "Oh fuck!" I didn't tell him like a year later. I'm like, "Bro."
A year later, that shit was still
it was me, bro. I was like, I took a shit and it didn't flush.
I thought you were gonna tell me. A kid popped up out of the fucking bathroom.
I know that. I had to take you on a loop.
Oh, that's funny. That's pretty good.
Bro, that shit. Damn, bro, that shit's like fuck that house. Cause I mean, like all that shit was because I just felt weird. You know, I couldn't wait.
I'm telling you, like you have the sense. There's a sense that you know something.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck that. I gotta get the fuck out this house.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. All your fault, too. Crazy. That's probably the most normal thing you've told me, dog.
Oh, fuck.
Nah, yeah, but... So you still, like... You'd say you're, like, a half and half person in the beliefs.
Beliefs? You know? Yeah, because, like, even all this shit has happened, I'm like, damn, like... I had like this time in my life where I was just like really digging deep in research. Mm-hmm. Like, damn, like what is real, what isn't? Mm-hmm. You know? And like I was going hard in the paint.
What would make you be like 100% believer? Like what? Because you've seen some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, some people would think, oh, I've seen this, like for sure, but you're still undecisive. Like, what would be that point? That
I think that would be hard because, like, really? Let's say if. Like, the most clear proof, like, I see a fucking demon in my room, and he walks up to me. He says, yes, demons are real.
Demon time, bro.
Like, forever. Uh-huh. He's like, demons are real. Like, that's just how life is, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, there's heaven and hell, demons are real, whatever.
You still wouldn't, like...
Bruh, if I tell anyone, they could be like, yeah, you're fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, damn, like... Was I tripping?
Yeah.
Like, do I have schizophrenia? Like, do I got some shit going on in my head, you know? So, I think it would be hard to actually, like...
There's no, like, definitive thing that
like, I think it would have to be, like, something...
Like, maybe something with other people. Like, you're at a party.
Yeah.
And some demon shows up at that point. And everybody sees him. Everybody's like, he just said demons are real and walks away, whatever. Yeah. Would that... be convincing enough if you know everybody else witnessed it?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think within myself, I'd be like, yeah. But as far as, because I mean, spreading the information, and making other people and be like, yeah, like this shit really happened. Like,
yeah.
I don't think there will ever be a point where everyone believes in that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like with anything else, to be honest. Yeah.
That's just I don't know.
I feel like for me. Personally, I do have, like, second doubts when somebody second doubts me. So if I already see some shit and, like, I'm like, nah, this shit happened, I ain't crazy. And I tell, like, let's say you or Tomas or Humberto, I'm like, this shit happened. You're like, nah, bro, like, remember you ate mushrooms that day? Like, I just still have some sort of me that's like, nah, like.
Because, like.
I second doubt everything. Yeah. Like, I could second doubt that happened, But then I also second doubt that I'm second doubting myself. You know, I'm like, no,
it's fucking, it's stupid because like it's tricky, because like shit that does happen, like at the same time there could be like a reasonable explanation.
Yeah.
So like for example, in that not my grandma's or dad's house, in this other house where I said that the chair moved, in that house, one day I was playing video games. I was just playing video games, and then I just hear a loud ass bang, and the fucking light goes out, like the light bulb above me. I'm like, damn, what the fuck was that? And I like ran upstairs. I was like, no fucking way, like some shit's going down, and it was just fucking thunder.
Oh, light went
or or like another time, I was in the same exact spot playing video games, and behind me is the laundry, and then I just hear. I was like I fucking froze up. I'm like, what the fuck is behind me? And it was the fucking washer. It had broken a little leg, so it was just fucking rattling.
No, literally, because remember, literally like last week, watching the scary movie, and the lights go off. And we're like, holy fuck! Like this is something's going on. Everything was on, you know, like washing machine. Everything was going on. Lights just shut off. Like so, no, I get it. Like there might be a reasonable explanation, but like when do you know it happened because of this? Like that's the doubt. That's the little vagueness you never find out, which I feel like it makes it scarier.
Won't know until I'm dead.
No, bro, that is because like you could know either it is true or it isn't, and I feel like you'd be happier knowing that. You'd be happier knowing, oh, this paranormal shit is 100%, or it isn't. But that vagueness is what makes it scarier. That's just what fucking keeps you on your toes.
Because like think about it, is if you're like, yeah, this shit's 100% real, you're like, all right, yeah, but like, so it's fucking.
Okay.
or like fucking psychopaths, or like fucking just people who, like psychopaths, whatever. Like those people exist too.
Yeah.
But like, what are the odds that I'm gonna come face to face with them?
Right.
So I think like you said, like that vagueness, that gray space. I think that's what makes it scary.
Yeah, not knowing for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So.
Yeah, that vagueness though, like from our personal experiences or whatever. Scary. It is scary. Let me tell you the last story.
Okay.
This is from one of my cousins. Same house, my grandma's dad's house, whatever.
I swear to God, I should have fucking moved out.
Same house, in the basement, like way back when he was like, fucking 14, I think he said, like, around that age. Not even 14, probably like between 10 and 14. Let's just say. He said that at night, I mean, obviously, with everything going on, because, like, he's already heard stories, you know? So, he'd be scared. He'd sleep with his cousin, which was, like, probably our age right now.
Okay.
And every night when they'd go to sleep, like, he'd make contact with him. So, like, his foot, they touch feet, or, like, just back to back, or, like, touching elbows or something, you know? And they were routine, you know, going to sleep, whatever, and then
they're on guard.
Oh, no. They're just like, you know, they're getting ready for bed. They go to sleep. They're laying down, and his older cousin, he's like, damn, like, you ain't scared tonight? You finally grew up? Like, you ain't even touching me, like, my leg, my foot, nothing. Like props, you know?
Yeah.
And then my cousin, he was like, the fuck you talking about?
I've been touching.
He was like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, I've been, like, holding your arm this whole time.
Bruh.
And I guess they both just, like, got up there, like, what the fuck?
Oh, fuck, no.
Yeah, like, that's some, like, all that shit. I'm still not, like, 100%, you know?
Yeah.
This is just word of mouth.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, there's that shit that we can't believe, but then there's also, like, the mythology part of everything.
No, yeah, like, into that topic, like, the whole reason why, and I don't know if a lot of people, well, nobody knows this, but I don't really celebrate Halloween, not personally, but my mom, because of, like, the whole witchery that she, like, heard of and sometimes witnessed.
I guess that's, like, the origin.
Yeah, the origin's kind of weird about it, and she was like, we're not going to celebrate Halloween in this household because I've seen shit, I've heard shit, like, it's not good for you, you know, it's not good for your soul. But yeah, like, I grew up and she was like, okay, I'll let you dress up at school, you know, like, fit in with the kids. But when you reach this certain age, Halloween is done for you, you know, like, you know, that I don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
So that's how it's been, you know. I reached like what, 10 years old.
Damn.
I wouldn't go out trick or treating no more. Like maybe I'd go out with my friends and hang out, but like that was it. Same shit with my sister. She's 8 years younger than me. You know, she reached 10 around that age. It was basically over for her. But like on that, like, do you party on Halloween or what? Do you make the most out of it? You know.
I mean, yeah, somewhat. There's always Halloween parties going on.
Mm-hmm.
Last weekend there's one. Boulder missed out on that one.
For real. Let's talk about last year.
Last year,
I heard you had a very nice costume on. Maybe we could show it right here.
Yeah,
or something.
we'll put a pic up.
Okay.
Yeah, I dressed up as a girl.
Yeah.
And my girl dressed up as a guy. Bro, that shit was funny as fuck.
Can I just say that I didn't recognize you?
Yeah, I was a bad bitch for the night.
I might have cheated on my girl if I saw you, bro. If I saw you, I might have cheated right there.
Yeah, nah, we went to, man.
Oh yeah, talk about that. You went to another party after.
No, okay, so we went to that party and like literally, it was funny because everybody be like, damn, like that's just funny as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like my costume was lit, this and that, and like my girlfriend was like in the corner looking like Drake. And no one would tell her anything. They'd just be like,
fuck is this guy?
Yeah, literally. Like I'd walk away. Like if we were separated, my costume was lit, and people would just be like, "Fuck is she doing?" And
why is this guy looking at me?
Literally. But yeah, Halloween party time. Everybody likes to go hard, dress up, whatever. You know, I did.
Yeah.
I wore my sister's wig. That shit was expensive. Like it was like a legit wig. I wore that bitch. I put like a what is it called? A crop top on, a skirt. I went all out. You know that first party we went to? Fatima's house.
Yeah.
We were chilling, you know, it was a good time. My boys pulled up. I was with my girl. We were drinking, whatever. And when we when we were leaving, obviously the street, it goes dark. It's nighttime. I was walking on one end, and there's like a group of guys walking on the other. And I think they were drunk, cause like I heard them like under their voice. They're like, "Damn, like who's that?" Who's that? And then I just kept walking. And like I was like, alright, man, I'm gonna fuck with them.
Start throwing ass.
No. And I heard it, and then I heard some whistles, and like, whatever. Yeah. And then I like started like walking towards them, but like I'm like not looking at them because of my beard. And then I get like a little closer. I don't know, like, what's up with you? Bro, they were fucking gone. They fucking went running. That shit was fucking stupid. Got catcalled. I felt.
Now you know what they feel, bro.
Yeah,
now you know what women feel.
I know. But after that we went to another party with my boy Arad. I was at his crib. Were you there or no?
I didn't go.
No. Well, we went. We pulled up, and there's security at the door.
Damn.
And I was
at a house party.
I was shitting, bro.
Crazy.
I was shitting security. I was like, oh no. But we just pull up. And I'm like, I don't know these guys. I know the owner of the house. I know who's starting the party. Like, it's my boy. Like, this is my boy's house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just walk in. So I'm like, all right, let's go. We got invited. Like, we just walk up, and we were all pretty drunk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like halfway distance to walking in, which was like halfway through the drive-thru, and then the security's like, "Hey, where you going?" I'm like,
security, bro. That's
right, yeah.
crazy.
I'm like, I just turn around like, to the party, like, where the fuck are you going? Like, we standing outside for
you.
Yeah. And they're like, no, come here. I go, and they're like, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, going to the party, like, this is my boy's crib. They're like, nah, like, you ain't even got no lick. I was like, yeah, I got some lick.
I brought a bad bitch.
I was like, nah, I got some lick. I got some lick for real,
Yeah.
They're like, where's it at? I'm like, nah, I already drank that shit. I was like, that shit's inside me right now. And like, they were pissed. They're like, nah, like, you guys can't go inside, this and that. I was like, bro, like, who the fuck are you? I was like, I actually remember seeing your bitch ass at the last party. Like, I dead ass saw him at the last party. What the fuck are you guys doing here acting as security? Mm-hmm. Talking about lick, this and that. And we were just going back and forth. I don't remember fucking half of the shit because I was already drunk. But they were like pressing me. It was like 4 of them. And I was like pressing them back. I'm like, all right, like what's up, you know? And the whole time we were arguing, I was like moving the wig out of my face.
You ain't fucking with me today, bro.
I was like, hell nah, bitch. But like I guess it like escalated quite a bit until like one of their homies was like, all right, like chill. And I guess I was like, fuck y'all, and I just walked through. Yeah. I just went inside.
Where was your homeboy at this point?
He was inside trashed already. Oh my God. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, you had us come over, and he had told us right beforehand. He's like, bro, like, just pull up. Like, you guys don't gotta bring lig. Like, we got lig. Like, it don't matter. Just pull up. We pull up, and we get fucking harassed. And I'm like telling him, I'm like, bro, like, you better tell your fucking dogs to come down, you know? Like, I don't know. They pissed me off. Like, that was some bullshit.
You should have fought, bro.
Nah.
Seeing that shit, bro.
Can't fight. Imagine
a guy with a skirt, a fucking crop top and a wig. That would have been crazy.
Hell no. Nah, fuck that. You can't be fighting like that. You know, like, I was drunk. I'm not gonna back down, but I'm not gonna fight either.
No, yeah. But like talking about fights and celebrations, parties.
We're not talking about that.
Okay. I thought we were. I asked you.
It's so stupid,
well,
bro.
fuck it.
Nah, all right.
So hold up. Let me ask.
What?
So, I heard from Lil Birdie that you went to like a wedding.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you know you were having fun. Your girl invited you. It was like something family related. And your girl has a sister whose man's is also a part in our group. You know, he's a homie. He's a brother, whatever.
Yeah.
The fuck happened in that party, bro?
Dude, honestly, I don't know.
Like,
I'll tell you straight up.
Okay.
We were drunk. We're chilling. Like, what I remember, we're having a good time. Mm-hmm. Like, the last thing my mom, because my mom had told me, and I was already trashed. I was like, no, like, me and Juan are gonna go out to eat after this. Like, we were chill.
Let me just say, I remember waking up, like, at 12 in the night. I'm like, you guys want to go to IHOP? I was like,
I said that?
You and Juan, you guys want to go to IHOP? We're going to go to IHOP. I was like, motherfucker, I'm sleepy. What the fuck?
Yeah, so, like, the whole night we were chill.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, me and him were even dancing. Mm-hmm. Like, we were dancing. And then I guess out of nowhere, like, we started yelling at each other. Mm-hmm. And we got in each other's faces. And then, like, I guess he shoved me. And then, like, I just went to, like try to hold him. I was like, yo, like, relax. Like, what's going on?
It's not that deep.
Yeah. But that's it.
Yeah.
Like, as far as what I remember, I don't remember shit. But what they told me was, like, yeah, we just started, like, yelling at each other. And then he pushed me and I put my hands up. I was like, whoa, like, what's up? Like, just chill out, you know?
Yeah.
And then I guess it just started pushing. But I guess I didn't push him back. I was just trying to, like, grab him.
Relax.
To, like, just be like, chill. But I guess then his girl came and took him home. But, yeah, I don't know.
Like, with that, scuffles and, like, fights with friends, have you ever had a lot? Or is that, like, your first time, like, genuinely fighting with a friend and, like, beefing?
Well, I don't even count
I mean, you were both drunk, you know, you were drunk, but, like
because even then, so, like, you know Juan.
Yeah.
You know how he is when he gets
drunk. Yeah.
So I don't really count it as, like, damn, like, you know, because, I mean, that's the way he is. Yeah. I guess. He shouldn't be, motherfucker, but he is.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. I can't really say much about it because I don't remember. I was fucking trash.
They should have closed it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, with that, like, is that, like, like I said, your first time experience fighting with a friend? Because I've had...
Okay. Like, I actually got, like, in a, like, physical fight with one of our friends. This was in Michigan.
Okay.
It was in Michigan. And it was me and my cousin and some kid. Like, back then, like, it was a small town, you know, we're kids. We didn't have phones, none of that shit.
Yeah.
So we just kick it with, like, the neighborhood kids, you know? And I think one day, this kid and my cousin were hanging out. And I was inside. Mm-hmm. And these houses are really old, and the windows are really thin, so you could hear everything outside. And I was listening. I was like, damn, like, this kid, he was talking mad shit to my cousin. He was like, fuck you, like, you shop at Goodwill, like, you broke-ass motherfucker. And, like, low-key, it was true, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So I went outside, and they're, like, wrestling with each other. And I was like, yo, chill. And I think my cousin just, like, backed up. And then that kid, he just started talking more shit. So I think I just picked him up and slammed his ass on the floor. Yeah, I like picked him up and like slammed him. And then he just like bounced and he was like, yeah, like the air left him. Yeah. And then he like got up crying. He was like, fuck you, I'm gonna go get my cousin, this and that. And I was like, alright, bro, go get your cousin, whatever. Yeah. And we just went inside, and like he like went home limping, crying.
The cousin came and beat your ass up.
No, like after that, like he never talked to us, like nothing. But like since it was still the small neighborhood, we just see him like pass by on his bike. Yeah, he just ride by and just like look at us. We just look at him. Bro, just kept riding.
I swear I beef with like my best friends. Like I beef. All right, like I have some like not too long ago stories, but like you gave like a little childhood story. Yeah. I had a friend back in like elementary, whatever. We were that close, you know, like hang out. Like we lived like 20 minutes away from each other, like on a bike. That's not that long, you know. We'd hang out. But I guess I was like a bitch to him. Like I'll admit it.
Yeah.
And like he was just like this like very good kid. And like I won't do that because my mom didn't tell me to. And I was out here like, if you don't do it, you're a bitch. You know, like basically kind of trying to egg him on.
Yeah.
But basically, like the story is, we lived where like we had this little fence and we played volleyball because it went too high. You know, we play volleyball, whatever. And my friend and I were on different teams. I don't know the whole context. It was a while ago, but I was like, if you don't do this, you're a fucking pussy. You're a girl. You ain't a man. You know. And his mom was over, like, at my house. So he runs, like, Williams called me a pussy, he called me a little, you know, all this shit, all that, like, snitched on me. And I was like, nah, I didn't say he was a pussy. I just said he wasn't a man, you know, trying to defend myself. I lost that friendship. It ended after that. But recently, me and Michael, you know, he's my best friend. And, like, from what you told me, for context, Jose used to hate me and Michael in high school.
He used to hate you fuckers.
Yeah, he used to not like us. So, like I said, we used to like wrestle in the middle of the fucking atrium.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, that shit. Looking at it, I'm like, that's annoying, but like, it's also like, we were like freshmen.
Yeah.
Just doing whatever the fuck we wanted, you know? Like, I can't hate on myself for that. I know it wasn't cool, but.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a few times where he got heated. There's a few times where like, he fucking grabbed me by the neck and I was like, yo, you better fucking let go. You know? Or I'm gonna beat your ass. So there was a few times where like our friends had to like jump in and be like, get the fuck off him because like you guys are gonna. But the worst fucking time, dude. We didn't even really fight, but it was during 2 days. First day, he grabbed my headphones. And like, I don't know why we're arguing, but he's like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna rip him. And bro, I'm big into my music, dog. If you rip those shits, you're dead. And I grab his sweater. I'm like, if you don't fucking give me my headphones back, you don't know what's gonna happen to the sweatshirt. Yeah. And like, yeah, bro, yeah. And he rips him. So I run. I take this shit, run. He's following me. I'm like, what the fuck do I do to it? I see a bathroom. I'm like, bet. I run into the bathroom. I see a urinal with piss. I just throw that shit in there, bro.
You fucking bastard.
Well, fuck him. First of all, what the fuck? So I throw that shit in there. I run back out. He like brings it all fucking wet because he washed it or something. He washed it or something. But it's all fucking wet and drenched. We don't talk. The next day comes up. And, motherfucker. I have my headphones in there, right?
You got some new ones?
Yeah, I have 2 pairs, like the wired ones. So I brought my new headphones. I'm like, whatever. I put them in my gym bag. And we're just fucking around, you know, like I'm not really talking to him, but we're like all fucking around in the group, and he starts kicking my bag. I'm like, bitch, my headphones are in there. Chill the fuck out. And he kicks those shits. And I just open my bag, and one piece is already detached. I start fucking pushing at him like, what the fuck, bitch? I start pushing, he pushes back, everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I swear, like, I love him, but I've wanted to kill that motherfucker so many times, dude. Like, it's so annoying.
Oh, fuck, no.
But yeah, that's been my little fights with my friends.
Yeah.
Drunk, I used to be, like, wanting away. Like, I wasn't, like, to that extent, but I wanted to, like, have beef with someone, you know? Not that I wanted, actually. But, like, if something came up and I wasn't, like, okay with it, normal me would be like, it's just whatever. Yeah. But drunk me would be like, what the fuck? Like, you want beef? A few times with Jerson, I know I was like, squaring up on him, but that was about it.
Yeah.
But like looking at it now, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah,
like,
that shit's weird,
yeah,
bro.
like
it's honestly just weird because it's like you ain't doing that shit when you're sober.
Yeah, why drunk? And it's your friend.
Yeah,
like if you would let it slide. Yeah. Sober, being your friend.
Yeah.
Like why are you gonna beef about it when it's
it's just, I don't know. I feel like the whole role of, like being drunk, I feel like that introduces a whole new aspect because like they say like you're like what are it? Sober thoughts, drunk actions. So it's like if you really feel about me that way, like you know, just tell me.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason to hide that shit or nothing like that. Like
for sure.
It'd be the best for both parties to just you know.
Yeah.
Just
I feel like it's just like this. You're not thinking as much as you should be, as you can tell right now. You know.
Yeah.
We're not, but like you should also have some sort of like boundary. As like if I get this drunk.
Yeah.
I do stupid shit. You know.
I mean, like think about it. Like I was blacked out drunk, and I was still like chill out,
relax. Yeah.
You know? Cause like I'm not. You know I'm not a bitch.
Yeah. No,
and like if I want to, I could fight.
Yeah.
But it's like for what? I'm gonna beat your ass. You're gonna beat my ass. We gain nothing from it.
Yeah, like at the end, you just lose a friendship.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason.
Yeah.
So besides like, being drunk. Yeah. No. But yeah. All right. All right.
Well, as we were saying, you know, fighting is stupid.
Yeah.
There's no reason to fight, really. Unless it's for sport, then it's cool.
Yeah.
Like that's alright. But you gain nothing from fighting, really.
Especially with friends.
Yeah, especially with friends. Like if you got some unresolved issues, some hate, just
fix it. Fix it while sober.
Yeah, while sober at least. You know? But anyways, yeah, Halloween parties. All right, they're pretty fun. It's that time of year, but I mean, I guess you already touched on Halloween. Like your parents were strict.
Yeah.
Didn't really do much. Personally, yeah, I'd go trick or treat and all that shit. My parents were strict at all. But being this time of year, I feel like everyone gets like heightened senses.
What do you mean?
As far as you know, it's just that time of year, Halloween, the origin of it, spooky time. You know, it's a lot. It's like it's big. Wow, my auntie told me this. The one that I told you that was like witch.
Yeah.
All that kind of shit. Sixth Sense, all that bullshit. Like around these times is when like a lot of things tend to happen.
Yeah.
But it could just be a myth, you know.
Like myth or not, my mom says that during Halloween, like kids go missing, you know. Back where we're from, like you have to be careful because your kids go missing and you never see them again, and it's either you some witchery going on or some shit. You know some like sus. Something's going on, you know.
Well, I mean, speaking about myths, you're from Guatemala.
Yeah.
What kind of myths they got there?
I don't know much,
dog.
Yeah, I don't know much. Like I said, La Ciguanaba.
That's the one with the horse face?
The horse face.
Yeah.
My dad said he's heard the shit about like La Llorona, but that's like a more Mexican-based type shit. But you know, like there's myths that spread out like throughout the whole continent, whatever.
Yeah.
But
wait, hold on. Is there any like American myths?
Yeah, fuck yeah. What are those guys called? They're like native.
That's not.
No,
that's native though.
But that's American.
What?
Like they're like shapeshifters. What are the name?
Skinwalkers.
You know Skinwalkers.
I know, but I mean like as far as like the America type of culture, you know what I'm saying?
Like the white American.
Yeah, like white, like Caucasians. Cause like you can say that, like yes, I was here. This is native land. Like obviously that Skinwalkers, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean like. I'm talking about like Timmy across the street. Like he don't know nothing about no Skinwalkers.
Well, I mean,
the
probably heard of it, but like what? Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there probably is. It's just not as talked about.
If you're Caucasian, if you white, like let us know. I guess.
No, yeah, because I honestly haven't heard shit.
Like I know, like
as a whole America, we know about Skinwalkers, but like the fuck going on with white people, you know?
Yeah,
no, you're right.
You ain't got no culture, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't say that shit, dog.
I'm just joking, bro. Nah. It's a prank. It's a social experiment.
Is it?
Yeah. Nah. Well, like you said, the Mexican myths, whatever. Like I don't know.
The chupacabra, you know?
Dude, fuck the chupacabra.
Why?
When I was little, bro, I was so shitty of the chupacabra. Yeah. Uh-huh. Like, I'm talking about if my mom was like, hey, like, you better clean your room or the chupacabra is going to get you. Motherfucker, the whole house was clean and the neighbor's house was clean. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. Like, I was shitted of that. And it, like, as a little kid, like, they never told me it was like some kind of fucking dog or something, like that eats animals.
But it's like a mythical dog.
Yeah, like that myth. Like, it's just like some fucking ugly ass creature, you know? I thought it was like the fucking devil.
Have you ever seen like depictions of it, pictures of it and shit? It looks like an alien. Like,
yeah, like an alien wolf type
shit. Yeah. That shit's fucking. To a kid, you're like, nah. Yeah. He's gonna get you if you don't do this shit.
Like, back then, they didn't show me a fucking picture. They're like, this is the chupacabra.
Yeah.
Nah,
they just told you what it was. What it would do. Yeah.
So I'd be shitting. Like, I never knew it was a dog. Once I found out it was kind of like a dog, basically. Wolf, whatever. And I was like, damn, like, I just kick this little thing in the face.
But do you think?
But nah.
Would you?
Nah, I think I quick and chop my leg off.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No, yeah, there's a bunch of shit, bro. Like,
Jeepers Creepers?
Bro, if you think about it, like, America has made their own type of views on these, like, scary shit. Like, think about it and, like, Pennywise. That didn't come from, like, a Mexican, Native American type deal. Like, Americans thought about that, you know, like some scary paranormal clown.
Yeah.
Like, Stephen King.
Well, even then, like, have you seen the movie? Like, it originated back to, like, fucking ancient civilizations that used to live here.
Yeah, but, like...
They're not technically, like...
But it isn't something that, like, the natives came up with, you know? Like, yeah, sure, like, in the storyline it was... But, like, it really wasn't at the same point. It wasn't there. So, like, it really is just a mind fuck on how people come up with these things, you know? Like, if you think about it, imagine if Pennywise or... What else is there? What type of demons have, like, we made in, like, Chucky?
Yeah.
Michael Myers. Well, he's not really demon, but, like, Jason, Freddy Krueger. That had to come from somewhere, bro. Like, that has a backstory. Maybe it was thought of, but, like, it has.
And, like, think about it, like, the whole depiction of, like, aliens. Mm-hmm. Like, who the fuck thought, like, these green, slanky, big-headed motherfuckers that come from outer space? Like, who the fuck thought of it?
Like, somebody either saw some shit or they have this fucking
great
creativity that, like, fucking, no, for sure. What do you think about that, though? Do you think aliens are real?
Shit. Yeah, bro. Like, think about it. Like, we're here existing in our little, what is it, like, galaxy.
Yeah.
And there's just, like, endless space that we know about. There's no way that there's nothing else out there.
I feel like it's scary knowing, like, the big, like, vastness of the whole galaxy. You know, like, it's never ending. Like, you always think about, like, if I sail out to sea, I'll hit Earth. I'll hit maybe India, Europe. I'll
land, motherfucker.
Some sort of land in Earth.
Yeah.
I'll hit India, fucking Europe. I'll hit America. You'll hit a point where it's like, okay, I just went in the loop and it ended. With aliens, motherfucker, we haven't even gone to the depths of it. We know of planets that are like, oh yeah, like these planets are sustainable of life. Yeah. But does that mean that there's other planets we haven't discovered that already have life, already have, like, more civilized people? Like, I heard this theory, and I'm not trying to get into, like, conspiracies, that, like, the aliens we see are us in the future. And they're just, like, you know, tourists, we want to fucking see everything. So, like, we go to India to see what's going on here. We go to Mexico to see what's going on in Cancun. What if, like, the aliens we see now, those ships, are people traveling back in time, seeing, let's see how it was back a few thousand years ago. Yeah,
like, that's a form of entertainment in the future. Like, imagine that. You're just like, you know what? Tomorrow let's go see how people lived, how society was in 2005.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. Because, like, think about it. Like, now we, like, think everything is cool to see at. You could go to somewhere where, like, there's poverty.
That's not
there's
cool.
Terrorism. There's war. Whatever. And you go to the nice part of it just to enjoy it. Because that is the commercialized tourist place. But you come back to, like, the reality of it. It isn't. What if people are doing that? They're going to 2001. What happened in 2001? In New York. Born in New York. What if people are like in 2001 back in Europe? There was this party, and we just bumping that shit. You know, like people from the yeah. But like, what happened in reality? There was 9/11.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. Like people do that all the time. I saw this TikTok of this guy. I don't know. I sent it to you.
What?
The genius. He was like, I always fly to places where terrorism. Dude. Okay, let me tell you. This guy was like, I always fly to places where terrorism took place because everything's cheaper. Like, nobody wants to go there because terrorism just took place. Like, somebody died, there was this huge bombing, there was gunfire, whatever. Security was amped up because of the terrorism, and the prices were lowered down. What if it's the same thing? People are flying, you know? Like, that makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, it's just crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, we will never know. We'll never know unless some like big shit happens.
I feel like
where we're forced to know, because like, I just don't want to get into like the conspiracy theories.
We could leave that for another podcast.
We get that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just saying, like, there's obviously shit that normal civilians don't know about. Hid by the government, higher entities, whatever, you know? So who's to say that there's not this certain technology available right now?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's crazy to think about.
Back into Halloween. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, no. But, shit, man. What do you have to say?
Halloween?
Yeah.
Just an excuse to party.
Right?
I mean, think about it. What like you said, like your mom has this whole viewpoint of Halloween, of it being like this really evil thing, you know? Like maybe that's like, well, that's what it originated from.
Not even that. Like,
but
think further back into like, I don't know much about every other culture, but like, think back into some cultures, like Day of the Dead, and Dia de los Muertos is like right after Halloween.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like a celebrated thing, you know. Like it's like you get to be with your loved ones after they passed away, share some time with them, and people like just kind of mix those two things.
Yeah,
made it like this.
It's just commercialized. Like think about it. There's just profits to be made out of all these holidays. Yeah. Like let's say Christmas. Like religiously, it's fucking
the birth, of Jesus Christ. Yeah.
But now it's Christmas. You buy
Santa
your kids.
Claus about to fucking bring you some coal or some nice gifts.
So it could be the same shit for like Halloween.
And like thinking back onto that, like you wouldn't do your chores. What would your mom say? Oh, El Chupacabra's gonna come eat you. La Llorona's gonna take you. Yeah. If you don't do your chores, Santa Claus ain't gonna bring you presents. You know, like the Easter Bunny. Some shit about the Easter Bunny, like, you know, like some shit like that, like, you know.
If you don't clean up your mess, like your uncle's gonna come back, you know.
That was not good. That was not good, bro.
Like, what's the whole thing about uncles, bro? Why is it always uncles? I guess a myth. Is it? I don't know.
Anyways. No, but true. Yeah. They commercialize and they make everything to like their convenience. You know?
It's just money. Making money.
And I feel like we're definitely straying away from Halloween at this point, dude. We should cut like that. We should keep this for another podcast. Let's not. Okay. But anyway, Halloween.
What about it?
Is that all we have?
I mean, I got hella spooky stories to tell.
Let's say, do you know any like scary stories, not from family, not from like your perspective, something you heard, like, you know, there's like scary stories to tell in the dark. There's that whole story about that bitch who had a red spot. You know the red spot?
No.
No? Okay. Let me just tell you. I guess we're going into spooky stories. So, blah, blah, blah. This girl wakes up. She has like a little pimple.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing big.
No,
she's chilling, you know. She's like a little popular. She's like, little pimple's kind of gonna fuck up my perspective on how attractive I am. You know,
my
people
image.
care. But yeah, you know. Days pass, that shit's growing, it's getting bigger, it's getting redder. To one point, which she goes to the bathroom and she starts inspecting it, and she's in school, you know, and it's like, she's like, what the fuck? And something comes out. It starts moving. What she didn't know was that a spider had bit her and planted her eggs in her face, basically. And like at that point, when she's inspecting it, shit just pops up and like all the spiders take over her face, you know. Some shit like that. Like, you have some scary stories that like you know of. I honestly don't know too much. I know a few, but I can go into detail. There's another story I heard of. This girl This girl is just living in a farm, basically, and she sees a pair of 2 dots looking into her window. She's like, what the fuck? Tells her brother, she's like, I saw 2 dots in my window, nothing big. Time passes, she sees those 2 dots again in her window, you know, looking, like, let's say right there, 2 dots just staring at her. She starts looking, she's like, okay, that looks like maybe it might be someone. So, time passes, they hear a break-in. The brothers come in, the girl's gone. And they're like, what the fuck? And they see something running away, so they chase it and chase it and chase it and chase it till they get to those like yellowish eyes, you know, whatever. But by the time they notice, there's yellow eyes surrounding them. From every circle. Like, it's a circle around them. That's where the story ends, basically. That's it. You know, But like,
I've heard of one. I don't know where I heard it, where it was from, but it was on fucking TikTok. It was like this Reddit. No, it was on Reddit, and it was based off of Russia. Like these 2 kids, they went to visit their family in Russia, and I guess they have like some kind of mythological creature or some shit. I'm not sure. This is what I saw, what I read, what I heard, whatever. And so the rule is that if you go into this like forest or back trails, like woods, you're always respectful to the nature. You don't chop down no trees. You don't like, you know, you don't do it. You don't do anything harmful to the land.
The Lorax type shit.
You go in. You know, you say like, thank you for having me. When you walk out, you say goodbye. You have no problems. Yeah. And I guess these 2 kids, they're visiting Russia from here. They went out, and one of them the older one was like, fuck all that shit, you know? I don't believe in none of that shit. He goes into the woods.
Starts pacing.
No. He's just like, all right, whatever. He does what he's told. Yeah. He come back. Next night, they're like, hey, go get some firewood. But, you know, you can't chop anything down. You got to look for it. Something that's already on the floor. Yeah. So they're going, whatever. He gets frustrated. He can't find shit. He's like, fuck that. I'm going to knock this shit down. You know? He knocks down like a little tree, breaks it up, whatever. And I guess, like, he just started feeling weird, like something was watching him. And he was like, damn, like, the fuck's going on here, you know? But he was like, yeah, fuck it, you know? He never thought of the fact that he was cutting down a tree. Yeah. So he takes his wood, whatever, he starts going back, and then he starts hearing noises, like, around him. And then he gets scared, and he just starts booking it back, whatever. And the little brother, he was waiting from, like, at the front of the woods, the edge. And and he just comes hauling ass, you know, like stumbling all this shit. He got some firewood, and he doesn't even tell his little brother what happens.
Just dips.
He just dips. He doesn't even say thank you, goodbye, none of that shit. He just dips. He takes the firewood back. He keeps that shit to himself, and that goes on, you know. And I guess like in the middle of the night, the little brother, he like heard some shit. Whatever. In the morning, they wake up, and they couldn't find his brother.
The little one.
No, like the older one.
one.
Yeah, they couldn't find him. They looked. They went out searching. There was nothing. You know.
Fuck.
They're like, fuck. So another day goes by. They're looking, nothing. Another one, they're looking, nothing. And then I guess like they're just like, all right, well, fuck it. Like he just got up and left, or some shit, you know. One night they're having their fire, and he just comes stumbling out of the woods. Like he's all fucked up, like scratched, and he's like paranoid. Like he doesn't even know like what happened.
Yeah.
Nothing. He comes out and like can't even talk.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's traumatized.
He's just traumatized.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. That's the one I heard.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So I was like, damn, that's
That's
just crazy as fuck.
All right. You want to wrap things up or one more 20?
Nah. I think that's good.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us in another episode of Ruminate.
If you guys made it this far.
Thank you for staying and tuning by. Have a very good Halloween. Be safe.
What about our vault?
Hold up. Be safe. Wear protection if you're gonna have some, night out and Halloween.
Raw dog that shit.
Or raw dog it, whatever. We don't judge, but
what I do judge is share this shit, like that shit.
Leave a comment.
Hit the subscribe. Nah, for real though. Share this shit for real.
For real.
Even if you don't like us, even if you don't like the video, just share. Someone will.